Hello everybody, this is Refresh, and I was able to get the 4-1 with this green-white aggro deck, continuing to make me think that I am more of an aggro player than I want to be. But anyway, we're 4-1, we're going to see if we can get all the way to the end now. But I'll be happy if I even just end up getting blocked here, so always good to be on the winning side of the average here, rather than the losing side of the average. But yeah, would love to get to 7 if I can, so we're going to see if we can get there. Let's see, we got an opponent already, so that's good. We are up against, let's see, Enderite. We're being evenly matched here in gold with them on Nahiri face. We have just all removal, but you know what? This can slow down my opponent long enough to hopefully let me draw a threat, so I'm going to keep this. They're first, so if I can nail like a 3-drop with a Glass Casket, for example, that puts me up ahead on mana, slows them down. I'm hoping that I can get there. I do want to draw threats though, because I only have 2 pieces of removal that I can really use before I draw a threat with Graceful Takedown. So nothing. That's okay. We're gonna get Armory Mice going and start smashing. My opponent might have removal. That is life sometimes. There's the rat one, right? The -1/-1. Well, they didn't have it. If they had it, they would have used it. So that's great. Oh, them glass casting my 2-drop is not the worst thing in the world for me. Me drawing mana when I need something besides mana, that is actually the worst for me. Creature, please. I have plenty. Okay. Well, that's gonna get exiled. They are mana screwed, and I am mana flooded, so they're more likely to win here. We'll just grab this Baronati now. Eat the Baronati. We're even now. You eat my 2-drop, I eat your 2-drop. They have 3. Protective Parents, sure. Please draw something that's not a land. Alright, well, let's just do this. Exile it now, because I'm not doing anything else, and I don't want to give them a chance to make something of that. I look like a control deck. I'm not a control deck, I swear. Alright, we have a Pyre Wielder. I'll take it. Removal. They have a 3-mana black removal spell, right? At instant speed. 3 mana, Candy Grapple. Sure, they're gonna kill their glass. Oh no, they can just do that. Oh, I can save it. Archon's Glory. Now it lives. Okay, now I have Graceful Takedown. They have a full grip of cards though, and I've just been like mana flooding, so I feel pretty bad. At some point, this is not going to go well for me. Okay, they Candy Grappled again. This time I have nothing. Okay, Gingerbrute. That's good. It's not a land, but I'll take it. And then I think I shoot this thing, right? They're on black, so I don't want to drop this land in case I have that 1 card. Submit 0. You will shoot the brute. And then we'll go next. There's that black enchantment that forces you to discard 1 card. I'm going to keep this Plains for that, because my deck does not need all these lands, and I am flooded here with lands. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's really good. Okay, that's really good. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that right now. The brute will keep growing, so I'm going to have to find some way of dealing with that. Drawing lands in my primarily landless deck. Like, I have 16 lands in this deck. Why am I drawing all these lands? I'm going to swing. I'm not going to block the brute. I need to deal with it somehow. I don't have the means right now. My opponent is basically playing what I want, right? A handful of action and just a few lands, whereas I drew like every land in my 16 land deck. I'm going to lose to this Gingerbrute, probably, unless I can draw some kind of removal for it. This turned out to be pretty good for them. They're going to exile my 1/1. Yeah. Sure. Alright. This does nothing now, which is too bad. We're going to play the Cursed Courtier. But I don't have a lot of hope for this. Like, I'm definitely not in a great space right now. My opponent just needs to draw lands, and then I'm in real trouble. Yeah, they're gonna just make that fly, and then I die. Ooh, that rhymes. Assuming they attack, it makes sense. Swing, hit. I need help. I'm gonna eat my food. Right? They're just saying if they're gonna bargain away their glass casket. That's interesting. Get that. I'm gonna eat this though. I don't have a lot of bargain cards. I used the Archon one already. I just need to get somewhere somehow. They probably have a oh my gosh. I've drawn 9 of my 16 lands, and I have 23 cards left. So, I mean, I should be just getting gas soon. Assuming that they shoot my Cursed Courier. It's not great, but I'll take it. Brute's gonna come in, smash. And things are not going well for me. Yeah. So they have something. They're looking at considering bargaining their oh wow, okay. Bargaining their glass casket for some effect, which I'm guessing might be the combat trick that I have, the Archon's something. Archon's Glory. Or maybe they have another Candy Grapple. Okay, so that just made that stronger. That's great. I can actually eat that. I think I do. Okay. So let's go ahead and get the life. I'm pretty sure they're not blocking anything. They don't have the mana to sack this, so I think I have to wear Fox Bodyguard now. And I have the mana to pay the ward cost. So now we're waiting on seeing what they're up to. They can't Candy Grapple right now either. They might still do it to get rid of the Werefox Bodyguard, but you know. Targeting you, yes. Resolve, pay. We're going to use a green so I can keep a white for the Werefox Bodyguard's ability. Go. Exile that. That gets rid of all the tokens that they spent mana on. And then we will end the turn. So they're mana screwed, which definitely puts them in the winning position versus my flooding on an aggro deck. Like that. That does a good job of like stopping me here. I need something better than what I have right now. Okay, well, that'll do for now. I'll get you. Exile this thing. Before they can sack it, go to combat, swing. See, they have 4 mana. And, you know, they just need to draw lands to be able to cast their things, whereas there they go. Whereas my deck doesn't have very many big things to cast. I don't have haymakers like I'm assuming that their deck does. I'm swinging with a 1-1 and a 2-2 right now. You know, that's the life I'm leading. If this dies, then they get their Brute back, which is also not great. Alright. Fairy Fencing. So we'll just get the life, since they're going to X2 it anyways, and I don't have a good response. They'll get the Brute back. Sure. I get 2 life. They're going to swing with the Brute at the very least. Even if they're going to sack it to Vampiric Rites, they'll swing with it, right? Yeah. That's what the Brute is good for. So they have some other play, I'm sure. They wouldn't have had all these cards in their hands if they didn't. I'm not in the worst shape, but I am in a pretty bad shape here. Oh my gosh. That is 10 of my 16 lands with 20 cards left in the deck, which means there's only 4 more lands in the deck. What are the odds that I'm going to draw another land. You know what? I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll play this land. 9 lands. 10. I have 4 more in these 20 cards. The odds of this happening are I'm assuming, pretty low. Like, my 16 land deck should, on the average, be more prone to Mana Screw than Mana Flood. But my opponent's kind of like dawdling as well, so I guess I shouldn't feel too bad. Well, here we go. Now my opponent has a clock. Gruff Triplets is a pretty good response to that clock. Okay. I mean, that's a bomb. These guys are going to swing. Even if they get blocked by the horsemen, they'll get big. They'll get buff. If there was one way to get out of this, you know, drawing my bomb is certainly a way out of it. Okay. They're going to get a thing back. Exile a thing. Sure. I mean, that's a good play. Which means I'm going to attack with everything. Okay. Because they're going to exile one of these anyways. Interesting. Alright, I mean, we're just going to go for it. I'm going to lose one of the tokens for sure. Okay. Oh, interesting choice. Yeah, I would have went after the live one. And they exile that. Oh, okay. It's okay. I'm like taking out their entire board. Yeah. And they're going to exile the remaining one, which is fine. Play this. Get another guy. End the turn. That'll kill the Gruff Triplets, which is, you know, bad feel bads. But it did its job. It like set things even. Then I'm gonna sack this now to try to get some better action. Sure. Nice and aggressive. Okay, so they're gonna make that big and aggressive. Yep. That's gonna be hard to deal with. I'm gonna need some sort of remove for that as well. We're gonna try to get non-lands. Or better action. Grasp of Fate is that removal. We'll grab that and then get rid of their guy. Alright. Grasp of Fate. Eat the Brute. And then go swinging. End the turn. So that does nothing. That does a lot. I'm going to need another piece of removal. This guide is not going to be it. I can also get food from that, so that's bad. No attacks. End the turn. I'm going to need removal. Do I even have anything? Do I have any more cooped ups? Let me see. 1, 2. No, I don't think I do. That's going to be bad. No blocks. So they're going to get food, which is bad, because they can use that, sack that, get life. I can only take one more hit. And I don't think Tuinvale guy is going to get off of a forest. Alright, well, we're going to swing. I mean, I'm going to chump with the ground creature. No, we'll swim with both, right? Okay. We're going to play the plains. This is bad. Yeah, they're going to gain life. I'm going to chump. Because if getting down to 1 is pretty... Oh, they have blue mana? Okay, we'll chump here. Because getting another one means that they have some way around. Okay. That's not ideal. At this point, I think I have to just try to take them out, right? So this, if I get an enchantment, I can do something. I'm going to swing with this to get them to 6. And if I can just get the right enchantment that goes on top of this, get rid of the blockers, somehow not have them get... Oh, they're going to get food. Oh, this is going to be hard. They're going to get up to 9 because of the Scream Puff. I can't lose my Rhymeful Reindeer because that's my way of doing damage here. So I'm going to need something big. I don't think I have a Titanic Growth in this deck. Ooh, that's it. That's exactly what I needed. Let me take that guy and use it to swing at you. Oh, they'll sack that guy. That's probably what they should do. Oh no, because that's going to hurt them. Well, they can eat the food. But then I can drain them. They should sack it, though. They should. Because otherwise it will kill them, and I will get the food. I'll hit them for 5. They'll... Yeah. Target the puff. They'll sack the puff. Yeah, that's the best way to do. They gain a life, draw a card. Nothing I can do about that. I swing for 5. If they have a Ginger Brute, I'm toast. Well, I guess I can eat this if I need to. Okay. Swing. So I can eat this if I need to, or I can use it to drain them out if I can just hit them with the 2 Unveil Guide once. Okay. That's a blocker. Or a chumper. But if I just get an enchantment, I can get it out of the way and then swing for lethal, right? I'm assuming they block. Oh, I see. Then it becomes a Scream Puff. Okay. A flying Scream Puff. Oh, but I can still drain them after I hit them, right? This doesn't have... Yeah, okay. So I think I can still do this. Depending on what they have in their hand, right? I hit them, I drain them, and I finish them. What else do they have? So I have to draw an enchantment if they get us another blocker somehow. Right now, I think that they're hoping that I don't... Did I draw 12 of them? Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to go swinging. In these 12 cards are exactly 2 lands. That's all that's left. They block the Rhymeful Reindeer. You're going to sack the Scream Puff to draw a card. They have to do it after the hit. They want to kill the Rhymeful Reindeer first, right? Oh, I think that's a mistake. They should have let it kill my Rhymeful Reindeer first. Okay, now I don't want to use this now because I have another chance to use it. They should have let the Scream Puff eat the reindeer. I wonder what they have. They must have something good. That's not going to do it. Because I just need to hit with this, right? What else do they have? Okay, that's not going to do it. Hit with this drain and then finish them off? Or if I get a enchantment, then I'll tap down the courtier and attack. And if they have some 3 damage thing, like the there's a fairy I think that you can bargain. then I can eat this to save myself. Okay. Not attacking, because I can't. Go to my turn. I've drawn so many lands right now. Okay, so we're going to go swinging. Yeah, go to swinging. They need to block one, so they block the one that they can. Okay. They have some sort of pump. Oh, I get it. So now I need to eat this to gain 3. Wow, this is a tricky game. Okay. I know that I have a lot of gas left. If they can flip this on this, that's going to be bad for me. Do they have the trick? Oh, nice. Yeah, good game. Oh, my deck betrayed me. My deck. It beat... The odds were so low that I would keep drawing lands when I had so much gas left in my deck, but I did. But even still, you know what? That says that there's a lot that this deck did right, because even still, look how long I was able to hold out with my deck performing so poorly in terms of my aggro deck giving me way more lands than statistically should happen on average, right? So that's something. I'm gonna be happy with the 1,000 gold that I earned from playing like almost my entire deck. There we go. And then we'll open some packs and we'll call it a night here. Here's my Lord of the Rings pack. We've got the Flame of Anor. What is this? If you control a wizard, you can choose 2. Target player draws 2, destroy target artifact, or deal 5. For 3, it's not bad. I mean, odds are we're not going to have a wizard, but I'm not taking Gimli. I don't think I'm going to take Reprieve over that. So what? I guess it's Easterling Vanguard? No, I'll take the Flames of Anor. I think the flexibility is great. Mostly it's just between draw 2 or deal 5, but that's probably good enough. And if I have a wizard, even better. So I'll take that. Look at this Eldraine Alchemy pack. I don't play Alchemy. I'm going to say this disclaimer every time. I don't play Alchemy. I'm not really interested in it. But here are the Alchemy cards. We have Cerise, Slayer of Fear. First strike, lifelink 5/5 at the beginning of your post-combat. If you gain life this turn, seek a card with the highest mana value in your library with mana value less than or equal to the amount of... Okay, I mean, that seems really good for a 5/5 with first strike and lifelink. You get to basically draw a card. Cool. Second, Little Pig. A 2-mana 2/3 seems strong. With 2 white, black. It perpetually becomes a Boar Spirit with power and toughness 4/4 flying. So it's a flying Boar Spirit. So for 6 mana split between 2 things, you get a 4/4 flyer. I don't know about that. I mean, it seems okay, but not really what I'm interested in here. And this one says target creature costs 1 less. Okay. And in return, you don't control costs 1 more. Okay, so it's like a bounce spell that adds attacks or decreases the cost. I don't think that these two are really comparable. I mean, Grasp of Fate is really strong, but Cerise is a bomb, I think. Seems like a bomb. Like, it's just card value, right? So, yeah, that's the way to go here. Still not going to make me play Alchemy. I'm just not interested. I want to play with real cards, right? Fraying Sanity. That's not interesting to me. I think that the mill plan is not going to work here. I think Godric the Reveler seems good. Like a 3/3 for 3 with haste. And then sometimes you can turn Godric into a 4/4. And pump all your dragons. I mean, that's just basically Godric, unless you have one of the other rare dragons, but that's probably good enough to take first. Would take it over the Cheeky House Mouse under every circumstance, although this is probably my second choice in this pack. But yeah, Godric the Cloaked Reveler is the way to go. Alright. That's going to be it for me tonight. Let me know what you thought about the games in the comments below. If you enjoyed this stream, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more of my streams, you can hit subscribe. This is Refresh. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.